This country is facing several crises all at once, and they are about to collide. So, earlier this week, I was talking about the silver tsunami and what's about to happen with many people aging out, getting older, and not having enough money in retirement to afford homes. So, pair that what is going on with the economy as a whole for everybody, meaning even the younger generation would be hard pressed to swoop in to help, plus what is going on with the nursing situation and nursing homes. These are multiple crises that are about to hit our country, and not enough people are putting these things together to talk about. So, I've talked about the nursing staffing crisis before. This article was back in May. U.S. faces perfect storm, nurse staffing crisis, about a third plan to leave. And then throughout this year, there have been several strikes happening. So, the nation's long running nursing shortage worsened during COVID 19. The pandemic jacked a bunch of things up. People were overworked, run ragged, and a lot of people did die during this. So, nurses are tired, burnt out, and planning to leave. About 3 in 10 registered nurses say they are likely to leave their career due to the pandemic, but also the pandemic just exacerbated the issues that were already there and underlying. Another recent report by the National Council of State Boards of Nursing found that 100,000 registered nurses left in 2020. More than 600,000 intend to leave by 2027 due to stress, burnout, and retirement. The two reports are the latest to crystallize how nurses perceive their profession, coming out of a 3-year public health emergency during which hospitals were overwhelmed with patients. Nurses faced growing workloads and staffing shortages surfaced. The AMN survey of 18,226 nurses conducted in January found nurses' job satisfaction has slipped over the past 2 years. Only 33% of nurses said they have enough time to spend with patients, down from 43%. The share of nurses who said they were satisfied with the quality of care they provided their job has also declined. You're hearing this from the mouths and the viewpoints of the nurses at the patient's bedside who say, it's a problem, and I feel like the problem is going to get worse. So the nurses are weighing in. Now, jump to this article. U.S. nursing home workers face catastrophic crisis of understaffing. Belinda Long, who has worked in the nursing home since 1997 at the same facility outside of Tacoma, Washington since 2003, understaffing has always been a problem. It only got worse during COVID-19 when she said coworkers were leaving due to short staffing, constant COVID outbreaks, and the immense workloads that the staff were left with to fill in the void. But workers and labor experts say short staffing in the crucial U.S. industry has persisted after the pandemic, with grave impacts on patient care and residents' well-being. And the burnout is definitely happening across the board. Listen to this quote. Most of the time, I want to cry when I see things and I can't do any more than I can do. There are times when we have extra people and we're jumping for joy because I know the residents will have somebody to talk to. But in general, we are still short staffed, which means you look at the residents every day thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this for them today? Long said that the care many residents need has to be done by multiple people at a time, such as operating lifts to raise patients in and out of bed, to bathe, to eat, and to be active. And oftentimes, nursing aides aren't available to help complete these tasks. The short staffing often results in workers skipping their breaks and lunches and cutting corners wherever they can so they save time so they can attend to every resident. So it's just a perfect storm for what is about to happen because you keep burning these people out. Their bodies are getting jacked up. Having to do this on their own is already backbreaking, even when you have enough people. So this is just going to wear these people down. And if you Google nursing home shortage or nursing home crisis, different states are feeling it. This is Iowa. The Guardian is talking about that's the one I was just in. Their Maine is having issues. Michigan is Pennsylvania. Staffing shortages from Pittsburgh. Other people are talking about this, but this is going on nationwide. There's no way to escape this, especially with so many baby boomers about to age out and retire. The housing crisis, the economy, inflation, all of that put together it's going to be a bubble that's going to burst, and I do not think that people are prepared for what's now. This article came out in October. Nursing schools are turning away thousands of applicants during a major nursing shortage. Here's why. At a time when registered nurses are going on strike to protest staffing shortages, thousands of applicants who want to enter or advance in the profession are being turned away from nursing schools. Over 78,000 qualified applicants were not offered spots at nursing schools last year, according to the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, which represents schools with baccalaureate and advanced degree programs. This includes nearly 66,000 applicants for entry-level bachelor degree programs. If they are not getting into the bachelor degree, that's the foundation, then what is going to happen for the advanced degrees? The number of applications turned away from baccalaureate programs has been higher in recent years. Prior to 2019, one person may submit applications to multiple. Staffing shortages are the main reason why nursing schools are not able to accept more students who want to become registered nurses. The programs are contending with a lack of faculty, clinical placements for students, and preceptors who supervise the students during their rotation at healthcare providers. Preceptors also have strict limits on how many students they can oversee, with the ratios often set by state nursing boards. You can't just throw in a lot of people to expand nursing pools. Community colleges, where students can become registered nurses after earning an associate degree, are also turning away applicants for the same reason. So, this is why they need more staffing, even at the college level. The bottleneck comes at a time when registered nurses are in high demand, especially at hospitals. While the profession has recovered from a COVID 19 pandemic induced dip, employment has shifted away from hospitals and to outpatient clinics, doctors' offices, schools, and elsewhere. The staffing crisis, as well as the strenuous working conditions in the early years of the pandemic, has left many registered nurses and other healthcare workers feeling burnt out and thinking of leaving the profession. It's a main reason why nurses around the country have gone on strike or threatened to recently. Staffing shortages are also a major factor in the current strike by more than 75,000 unionized employees. So, all of that said, did you hear everything that I am putting together? The economy is bad for everyone across the board. But if you are young, you still have some time to rebound. You still have some time to get your health in order. So this is a time, if you are still fairly young, you need to get your health in order, and you need to get your relationships in order. We need to be coming together if it's possible to repair relationships, because we're going to have to be together in this, because nursing homes are facing shortages. There is a housing shortage created probably by corporations buying up all the stocks, people not wanting to leave their homes. There's just a whole cluster F of major proportions of different things happening all at once. And this baby boom situation, with all of these people aging out of their jobs, the capacity to take care of themselves at the exact same time that nurses are walking away, this is going to be bad. You guys go ahead and weigh in with your thoughts on this, the silver tsunami and the nursing home and the nursing crisis. Let me know what your thoughts are. Now, let's listen to this woman talk about the need to get out of healthcare and tell her story.
I so badly need to get out of healthcare. The greed and the brokenness of the US healthcare system is disgusting, and there's nothing I can do about it. They want us to work with a skeleton crew so they don't have to pay us. This place has broken me. All I wanted to do was be the bright light on someone's possibly worst day. I wanted to help people. Instead, I have 100 patients and 50 rooms in our department, and all I do is get yelled at all day by the patients, complain about how long the wait is, because we don't have proper staffing. I get cussed out daily. I've been assaulted. I've been SA'd. And it's so heartbreaking that I thought this was going to be my dream, helping people, and I cannot wait to get out. I so badly need to get out of healthcare. The greed and the brokenness.
So some very interesting things happened at my place of work after this video got some attention. This video was cross-posted on Instagram and got a lot of views, a lot of comments, and I even had some of my coworkers come up to me and be like, "Oh my god, I saw you on Instagram, like talking about our hospital." And that's when I get a phone call from none other than management. They said they're opening an investigation against me for something that happened. They weren't able to tell me what it was. Now, there is a way that these things are supposed to go, and my track record at my hospital is zero. I don't have one. I've never had a complaint, never had so much as a verbal, no written, nothing. I've never had anything. So they left me a message saying that there is an investigation that they are running against me. I am going through my head thinking, like, what could this be about? Of course, I think about my videos, but they really can't do anything about my videos. For one, I don't list where I work. I don't even come close to saying it. I always have my badge off. I never say anything or name the hospital directly. So to launch an investigation is pretty like serious. It's a pretty serious like accusation, and for someone that has never been in trouble in the 2 years that they've worked there, that's a big jump. So I tell them that yes, I want my union rep there. No, I'm not going in this alone, and let's go, let's do this. They got like a classroom, and HR came in to take all the notes, and I literally was like, I have no idea what they could possibly say right now. So we get down to it, and it's like, this is about your shift on blah, blah, blah day. And I was like, ugh. And so then they left the room so me and my rep could talk. I was like, I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I did. They come back in and they're like, did you use your cell phone? This whole investigation was about me scrolling on my phone in a particular area of the hospital that people watch full NFL games. Full NFL YouTube videos, cooking videos. They bring up YouTube music. They listen to music back there. And this whole thing, investigation, was whether I was on my phone. Should you be on your phone at work? I mean, yes, no. But like, that's very interesting timing to launch an investigation about an employee being on their cell phone after a video about greed and me speaking out on behalf of healthcare workers everywhere goes viral. And I'm sure someone high up there wants that shut down. So, they go over like, oh, the policy is no phones. And I was like, really? You know what goes on in this area. I don't want to go too much of what this area is, but really? They were like, you can't have your cell phone on at all. It needs to be completely off. And I told them straight up that will never happen. I have a special needs daughter. The school calls almost daily. That's never going to happen. I will never not have my cell phone on me. And if you are going to take this and write me up, then I want that known across the board. So basically, yes. Am I still planning on leaving healthcare? Absolutely. They would love someone like me to get out because I chirp. I'm talking. I'm talking about things that other people are scared to talk about but feel deeply. I may be leaving, but I'm going to be leaving kicking and screaming and having my voice and the voice of other abused healthcare workers known.